Vegeta doesn't like to play with his food. And by food, I really mean opponent. Hello there, beautiful friends from around the world. I am your host, Blackened Fist, and this is my thoughts on episode 35 of Dragon Ball Super. Vegeta joins in the fray, and it seems that he really wants to kick Frost's ass for some reason. I think it's because he reminds him of Frieza, and I also want to, I guess, retcon one of my other positions, and that is pertaining to the rules. I did complain that it seems that these rules didn't mean much, and it didn't make sense how Frost was still able to compete, and how Vegeta was able to just make rules up on the fly, but it seems that with this episode, with Champa and Beerus making shit up as they go, and the official not really having the balls or the power to really question them, it seems that the rules are pretty arbitrary at this point, and I'm pretty fine with it. They made a joke out of it, which in Dragon Ball terms, I'm cool with that. At least they gave us some sort of explanation. Vegeta disposes of Frost with one punch, but one thing I still find suspicious, like Goku, is that he transforms into a Super Saiyan for some reason, but I'll get to this in the next fight. The most interesting things about this episode, of course, are about Monaka and Hit. Seems Monaka has learned to sleep like Mermaid Man or something like that, because apparently he's been unconscious since the beginning of the tournament. Now, I'm kind of fine with Monaka being like Mermaid Man. Maybe Toriyama's trying to tell us something. Saggy titties is another aspect they do share. But it seems that if anyone disturbs Monaka, he's going to go into a deadly rage or something along those lines. It wasn't clear. But what was interesting is Beerus's reaction. I mean, Beerus is a pretty strong guy. Even he seemed to... This definitely gives us a perspective of where Monaka really stacks up in this power game. And then we cut to Frost and his humiliating defeat, and being the cheater that he is, I guess he's just gonna steal the prizes all for himself. But then another mysterious character that we don't know much about, Hit, comes and interrupts his little heist. Now, even with this little scene, we still don't know much about Hit, but you could say it's the first scene that Hit was really in, so we could say that much about it. But what was really awesome, it appears that Hit seems to kill Frost, or at least they hope they do. I really hope that Dragon Ball Super just has the balls to kill all of Frost. Not because I didn't like Frost, just because, man, that'd be actually kind of cool, man. just see Hit being killing Frost off. Not to mention, considering that Hit obviously is probably the strongest person on the Universe 6's team, it just adds more heat to him and builds him up as an antagonist. So I really hope that he didn't just knock him out. And if he did, oh well, it's Dragon Ball Super. The second half of this episode was Vegeta-Magneto fight, which I feel does have some interesting things about it, but I must comment on one thing. Vegeta transforms into a Super Saiyan in this, and this does not make sense to me. I mean, he does have the ability to go Super Saiyan Blue, does he not? The fact that he does go Super Saiyan almost runs the risk of me not enjoying this fight, especially since it seems that because of the circumstances of the fight being an enclosed space, and it seems that Moneta's strategy is to heat up the box that they're essentially fighting in to where it becomes unbearable for Vegeta to fight. Considering those circumstances, why wouldn't Vegeta just go Super Saiyan Blue and go all out to take this guy out, considering that he is posing a threat? I could understand that maybe Magneto is not a serious threat and therefore Vegeta goes Super Saiyan because he doesn't really need to go all out, but by the end of the episode, it clearly seems that Vegeta is in some sort of risk of losing. Maybe that asks the question is, why is he playing with his food? He didn't do that with Frost. Overall, it was an okay episode. We get a little bit more foreshadowing into Monaka, and honestly, I will like this episode a lot more if in the next episode it's confirmed that Frost is dead, because that's just awesome. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed these opinions and you enjoyed this episode review, please subscribe to the channels. I will be reviewing every single Dragon Ball Super episode. But until next time, guys, I am Blackened Fist, and I'm out, man.